All right, everybody. Scott Sylvan Bell here. Only Scott Bell with a Sylvan in the middle. Today, we're going to go over some persuasive selling skills. Now, it's kind of interesting because I have done a ton of sales training. And I've seen a ton of literature. And I think it's crazy that a lot of places promise that, like, you're going to have instant results. Now, for maybe one out of like 1 million people that does happen, but for you to increase your sales, guess what? It's going to be a lot of work, and that's okay. You're going to have to learn how to do some role playing, some scripting. It's not going to happen overnight. Remember in one of the last videos we talked about persuasion takes patience? This is true too. So, I'm going to give you one of the biggest nuggets that I got when it comes to everything that I've learned. Now, it's going to deal a little bit around questions, and here it is. The most important questions that you have as a salesperson are the ones that you don't ask. I know, you're probably scared. You don't want to ask it. You don't want to get a budget. You don't want to get a commitment. But typically in the sales process, as sales slow down, salespeople start taking little tiny bits off of their presentation or what questions they ask because they don't want to seem too pushy. Or they get caught in role reversal where someone says, you know what, you're acting like a used car salesman. Instead of the salesperson going inside, yeah, I probably am and I need to, they go, oh yeah, you're right, I am. And then they stop doing what they need to. They got pushed into the role of being a used car salesman, so guess what? Now they're not going to do their job right. And guess what? When they get to the end, they're not going to ask the questions that they need to. They're not going to get the commitments that they need to. And then someone's going to say, I got to think about it. Or, I'm still getting other bids. So remember, ask the questions that you need to. To speed up the sales, you're going to slow down the process. More on that later. And you know what? Go out and have fun. So if you can remember those 3 things for right now, that's awesome. If you could do a small favor for me, in the bottom, in this box right below, is leave a comment or a question and we'll get back to you. Scott Sylvan Bell, the only Scott Bell with a Sylvan in the middle. I got to get back to work.